A couple of weeks ago, our friend Emily sent us a video of a gentleman who, just to try it out, he rototilled up a section of his yard and broadcast some sunflower seeds that he just bought at the store, some black oil sunflower seeds, and just waited to see what would happen. And he grew this beautiful field of sunflowers. And I thought, you know, we need not only a little more greenery, but some flowers. So we're going to try a little experiment here today. I'm going to till up around our garden space here and broadcast some sunflower seeds, water them down, and see what we get. Maybe too late in the season, I don't know. Right now it's, end of July, so we may not get full sunflowers, I don't know. But I thought we'd give it a try anyway. If they grow a bit and they're green, that'll be nice. If we get the flowers, that'll be even better. So we're gonna give it a try. The first thing I started doing was going through and just digging up some of these bigger weeds that are here, tumbleweeds and other things. I don't know what they are, but this is the problem I'm running into. However, some of these have some deep tap roots and are not coming up that easily. I can feel that root right there. I'm trying to pull it up, and it's just like, there we go. Got that one. But look at that root. It's a fairly thick root, and all of these are deep, of course, because they have to live in the desert. I have a feeling that we're going to be fighting that for a long time. Tumble away, little tumbleweed. So before I actually get started tilling, I thought I'll take just a moment and give you an update on the potatoes. They're looking awesome. If you've been watching, you know what we did here, but if you're new, so our friends Emily and Chris had some extra potatoes left over. I just wanted to get something in the ground, get a little green growing, so we just took that bag of potatoes that were left over and just threw them down really quick. Brady and I just put them out in rows. The rows are squiggly and everything else, but we just put them down, covered up the potatoes, and watered them. They've been growing great. Let me show you. Check this out. How exciting is this? Look at that. They're growing all over the place. Some areas are still a little bare, but there's lots of little potatoes still popping up. So they're still growing. I went out and counted this morning, and we had 131 plants. So we'll see how that goes. But look at them, man. They're looking healthy. They're growing great. And the nice thing is that this is in sawdust and horse manure. And we water it like once a week, and then it just keeps growing, and they're healthy. It's awesome. We do have one little problem, and that is, check out this. Something has been eating our potatoes. But really, it's just like this plant, and this plant, and this plant. 3 plants. And the tips of them were eaten. I'm thinking probably grasshoppers, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think it's gotten any worse since the first time I noticed it. That's been a couple days ago. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But man, I am excited about this. This is awesome. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of potatoes from it. I'm really looking forward to it. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to do a one swath around the entire perimeter of that garden. And we'll see how deep the tiller gets. But the idea is I just want to do it all around the perimeter of it. I don't think I'm going to plant all four sides. I think I'm going to leave the front end of it open and just do three sides. So it's like surrounded on three sides. You'll see it in the back of the backdrop of the garden. So I think that'll look nice. If it works, we'll see. I was just looking at the perimeter of the garden space, and we've had such success planting those potatoes in the sawdust and horse manure. I think I'd like to get some of that around the perimeter. I mean, there is some out there, but there's also a lot of bare spots. So I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to go ahead and just grab some of the compost and drop that around there, and then I'll till it up.
Welcome to a mini-sode of Brady Bolts. That's right, folks. You'll be able to catch mini-sodes here on our YouTube of my #1 hit podcast, Brady Bolts. It's available on all podcatcher apps. But today, I figure I would just come on and say that I enjoy these little projects like planting the potatoes and planting the flowers and stuff, because they're not very hard to do. They're fairly simple projects that have a very pleasing visual proof when they're done. I like to see the things grow. I'm not a huge fan of the big projects because they take longer, they're harder to do, and they don't look as good. I mean, the hoop house, the greenhouse, they just simply, won't and don't look as good as a garden or a massive flower bed does. And I guess I'm just a sucker that way. I like pretty things. Anyway, that concludes today's mini-sode of Brady Bolts. Be sure to check your favorite podcatcher to find us every Monday and Wednesday.
Man, let me tell you, I love
Brady Bolts and
this rototiller. Chris, you may never get that back. Let me show you what it's done. Check this out, guys. Look how smooth that is. I love that. Nice straight lines all the way down. Yeah, granted, some of the areas have more compost in it than others, but this is going to be awesome. Can't wait to put some of those seeds in the ground and get them growing. I think all of these I got from True Leaf Market. I've got some that are butterfly friendly. I've got this whole thing is just cosmos, and I think I got that for free from there, as well as these sunflowers here. I don't even know what kind of sunflowers they are. It was just marked sunflower. So a whole bag of sunflowers. I've also got some bee-friendly wildflower mix and some dryland pollinators. And some of these, they have overlap as far as what's in them. But I thought it'd be fun to just take some of these and spread them around, especially, because these were free, the sunflowers and the cosmos. I really wanted to at least try those, but I think I'll probably throw some of these other things out too. I'd love to have a mix of flowers out there. But at True Leaf Market, when they have excess seed or older seed or things like that, they put it out at their front office in bags for free. And I used to work right down there by their office, and so I'd occasionally just drop by and see what they had, and that's where I got these here. So that's pretty cool. It's time to get those seeds planted. I think I'll get Brady involved with this. He's done editing now, so we'll get out there, spread some of those seeds out, probably get out the rake and just kind of rake it lightly to try to get some dirt on top of it. And then I think I'll put a layer of compost on top of that, so it'll help to keep it moist and not let them blow away, or hopefully birds pick them off or whatever. So we'll get those seeds down now. We're going to start off with these sunflower seeds because we're going to use the whole bag. And I just opened it up and looked at the sunflower seeds that are in it, and it looks like it is those black oil sunflower seeds. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, so we're going to spread all these out. We're going to go around 3 sides, not in the front over here. So Brady and I are going to spread those out and hopefully judiciously spread them so we get them all the way around, and then we'll keep our fingers crossed that they grow. All done with that bag. You thought those blew away. Wait till we do these cosmos. Whoa.
Well, I tried.
Next, we're going to be doing cosmos. Check out these seeds. Can you see them? Hopefully. Those are tiny little buggers. They're really going to get blown away by the wind. Bobby wants me to put these all over the property, so we'll save a bunch of these too for later. Huh?
They stabbed me as I reach in my pocket.
Oh, really? They like sticking under your fingernails or something?
Yeah, they get under my fingernails and they just stab my fingers in general.
These, I want to try to be a little more deliberate with these, the dryland pollinators, the bees, the butterflies, which, by the way, I saw a butterfly today. That's the first one I think I've seen out here. Well, other than those white things. Anyway, so we'll do a little bit of these, but I want to save a bunch of them too. And we'll just mix those together so we broadcast them. And if we get a few of those that come up, fantastic.
Clint's going to take the tractor there and grab us some compost that I will then shovel out over the seeds, give them some protection from the sun, from some animals, and hopefully give them some nutrients, help them keep some moisture, and help them grow.
So yesterday, after getting all the seeds spread and get the compost put down, we set out water sprinklers, and we got about half of the area soaked good with water. This aisle down here and then over here. And that's still good and moist, but we had to shut the water down. So now we're gonna move the sprinklers and get the rest of it good and wet, and hopefully they'll grow. All right, well, we've got all the water set up. It's hitting the places we needed to hit, except for a little bit right here, and we'll get that a little bit later. But I am excited for this project. I am really hoping that this will grow, because if it grows, it'll be beautiful. And that's what we need. We need some beauty out here. So it's on to the next project.